During my brother-in-law's lavish engagement party, my husband publicly shamed me, declaring, "You're not part of this family, you're just here to mooch off us." He even stopped the waiter from serving me a single bite. But then, a sharp-dressed stranger with silver hair appeared out of nowhere and murmured, "Hold on to my arm, they'll choke on their words when they realize who you're standing with." Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and like this video to join our storytelling community. Let's dive in and see how this nightmare flipped into an epic comeback. To grasp the full drama, we need to rewind just 2 hours. The Crystal Pavilion at the Ritz-Carlton in Chicago shimmered like a diamond under the evening lights. A venue so exclusive that booking it required connections and a small fortune. This was where the Hargroves were toasting their latest triumph: the engagement of Sophia, my husband Derek's entitled younger sister, who had always gotten her way since she was a toddler, throwing tantrums for designer toys. I, Mira Hargrove, smoothed my simple navy blue dress only. I'd altered from an old pattern to fit the occasion. At 38, I was the family's quiet backbone, an accountant who balanced books by day and their endless demands by night. The fabric was sturdy cotton, elegant in its simplicity, but amid the guests' sequined gowns and tailored suits, I felt like a faded shadow at a fireworks show. No one welcomed me at the entrance. Derek had dashed off early that morning, claiming he needed to help with arrangements, though I knew he was likely schmoozing with the groom's wealthy pals over cigars. I scanned the seating chart, table 42. As I wove through the opulent hall past crystal chandeliers and tables laden with caviar and lobster, I spotted it in the dimmest corner, squeezed beside the bustling service doors. The clatter of dishes and steam from the kitchen wafted over, making my chair jolt with every passing waiter. I sat alone, like an afterthought. Up on the raised dais, like royals on a balcony, sat Evelyn Hargrove, my mother-in-law, a towering figure in her 60s, draped in emerald velvet and dripping with emeralds that could pay off a mortgage. Beside her was Derek, his face already ruddy from champagne, his bow tie askew as he boomed laughs that echoed across the room. Not once did his eyes flick to my shadowy spot. An hour dragged by. Speeches flowed, glasses clinked, and platters of gourmet delights circulated: seared foie gras, truffle risotto, artisanal cheeses. Tables groaned under the feast, but none approached mine. I'd skipped lunch to finalize a client's tax filing, and hunger gnawed at me like a persistent ache. A young waiter zipped by with a tray of prosciutto-wrapped figs. Swallowing my pride, I waved softly. "Excuse me, could I please have one? My table hasn't been served yet." The waiter paused, offering a kind smile. "Absolutely, ma'am, sorry for the oversight." He reached for my empty plate. A shadow fell over us. A firm hand clamped the waiter's shoulder, startling him into dropping the tongs. "Don't even think about it," a voice growled. I looked up. Derek loomed there, eyes glassy with drink, flanked by 2 smirking buddies eager for drama. The band's music faded for a set break, amplifying Derek's words like a spotlight. He yanked my plate and hurled it to the floor, shattering it into shards. "What do you think you're doing?" Guests turned, whispers rippling. "Derek, please," I whispered, cheeks aflame. "I'm just hungry. I haven't eaten all day." "Hungry?" He sneered, arms wide for the audience. "Everyone, look at this. She shows up just to stuff her face on our dime." Evelyn, at the dais, paused her sip of wine, a sly smile curling her lips. Sophia, the bride-to-be, giggled behind her hand. Derek leaned in, his breath hot with bourbon and betrayal. You're not family, Mira. Get that through your head. You're a nobody, here to leech off Mom's hard work. He spun to the waiter. I forbid you to serve her anything. Let her watch real people enjoy the night or leave. The room went silent. Coughs echoed awkwardly. No one stepped in. Derek's friends chuckled like it was prime entertainment. Something inside me fractureth years of endurance, the quiet sacrifices. But I couldn't move, pinned by the stairs. Derek strutted back to his throne, smug. Then, the air shifted. From the edges of the crowd emerged a man tall, silver-haired, in a bespoke charcoal suit that screamed quiet power. No one recognized him. He hadn't been on the guest list. He glided through the gawkers, who parted instinctively. Sensing his aura of unyielding command, he stopped at my table, ignoring Derek. Eyes locked on mine not with pity, but resolve. He extended his arm. I met his gaze, tears blurring. He leaned close, voice low but carrying in the hush. Take my arm, they'll swallow their pride when they see who stands with you. I hesitated, glimpsing Derek's fury and Evelyn's shock. Then, I linked my arm with his. He guided me up, steady and sure. We didn't slink to the exit. He steered us through the heart of the hall, past stunned waiters and murmuring guests, straight to the podium where the microphone waited. Derek charged after. Who the hell are you? Get away from her. But the stranger snapped his fingers to burly security men, materialized, blocking Derek's path. He stumbled, red-faced. We ascended the podium. The band backed off. The stranger gripped the mic, my arm still in his. His voice boomed, filling the pavilion. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm Harlan Whitaker. Gasps. Rippled older guests paled. Evelyn dropped her glass, shattering it. I own this pavilion, Harlan continued, eyeing Evelyn. And I'm halting this event immediately. Sophia leaped up. You can't. We paid, you didn't, Harlan cut in. The checks from Evelyn Hargrove bounced an hour ago. Accounts empty. He tossed a printout onto the floor. You're bankrupt. Security escort out the non-payers. He raised my hand. But this woman stays. She's the only one here with true integrity. The rest out. Sophia's wail pierced the air. She hurled her champagne flute at Evelyn. Mom, you swore it was covered. I'm ruined. Chaos erupted. Guests scrambling, grabbing favors. Sirens wailing outside. Harlan tugged me through a side door into a service hall reeking of garlic and steam. Past wide-eyed chefs, we emerged into the staff lot, rain now pouring. His sleek SUV idled, engine humming. Stop. Derek burst out, drenched and wild-eyed. Where are you taking her? This is your fault. You cursed us. He lunged, fist raised. Harlan's driver intercepted, twisting Derek's arm. He yelped, dropping to a puddle. One more step, Harlan warned, and you'll regret it deeply. Into the car. The door sealed the storm out. Leather seats enveloped me. Harlan's cologne, a calm anchor. We drove in silence for 10 minutes. Chicago's lights blurring through rain-streaked windows. My world had shattered 10 years of marriage. Endless concessions. Why help me? I finally asked. Harlan poured tea from a thermos. Drink. Calm yourself. His movements were precise. Evelyn's spectacle. Amateur. They're not wealthy there, drowning in debt, living on illusions. Of course they are, I murmured. The logistics firm, the estate, the yachts. Derek always said business was thriving, just needed reinvestments. I funneled my salary in to help. Harlan chuckled dryly. Reinvest. They siphoned funds for years. I know I've monitored them for decades. They swindled my family's share long ago, but squandered it. He slid a folder over. Open it. Hands shaking. I did. Top document. A transfer deed from 3 years back. Derek brought papers. One said it was for retirement planning. Rushed me. I signed without reading. Harlan pointed. Look closer. Deed of transfer. Estate in Lakeview. Hargrove, Logistics, HQ. Warehousel in my name. Mira, Hargrove. I stared. This can't be. It's real. 3 years ago, creditors closed in. To shield assets, they needed a clean name. Yours. Inconspicuous. Loyal. You were the dummy owner. Plan. Divorce you later. Force a reversal. Leave you broke. The mansion they lorded over. Mine. The firm Derek ran. Mine. Fury mixed with disbelief. Why not tell me? They feared you'd resist. But now, you're the key. That night was sleepless, replaying humiliations, Evelyn's snubs at dinners, Sophia's mockery, Derek's indifference. But the folder empowered me weapon. Next day, chaos escalated. My phone buzzed. Social media ablaze with Evelyn's tearful video. We rescued Mira from nothing, gave her a home, and she hooks up with a shady tycoon, steals our legacy, threw us out like trash. Comments flooded. Monster. Karma for her. I became the villain overnight. At work, Evelyn stormed in with relatives, wailing. She robbed us blind. Left us homeless. My boss, Mr. Patel, hauled me in. Fix this, or resign. Our reputation can't take the heat. Despair hit. But Harlan's words echoed. Audit the books. I logged into the firm, accounts me, access as owner. Scrolling statements. Vague transfers, consulting fees, charity donations. August 15th last year. $250,000 to a law firm for dispute resolution. Another, $150,000 to a private clinic for staff wellness. Sophia had crashed her SUV that day, claiming a deer. Pale, shaken. Evelyn sold jewelry soon after. Digging, law firm specialized in hit-and-run settlements. Clinic bill, for a 12-year-old boy's rehab fractures. Coma. They'd covered Sophia's accident with company funds. Me funds. Forged my signature on approvals. If exposed, I'd take the fall as owner. Harlan texted. They want control to bury it. Fight back. Derek called, pleading, meet me, let's talk, for old times. I agreed. Park bench. He looked wrecked, kneeling. Marina left me broke. Forgive me. Mom manipulated everything. Sell it all. Split 50/50ths. Start over. My heart waver rays of our early days, sweet and simple. Okay, I said. But Harlan sent a video. Derek in a bar with a notary and doctor. Plotting. She signed power of attorney thin, commit her for psychosis. Sell everything while she's drugged. Betrayal sealed. Rage ignited. Next day, notary's office. Derek beamed. Sign hair power of attorney to me. I slid my own paper. Order. Terminate Derek Hargrove as director for embezzlement. He signed blindly, in panic. Actually, a debt confession. $12 million owed. Harlan entered. Notaries on our side. Video proof. Derek collapsed. Public backlash intensified. Evelyn's videos. Store vandalism. Church confrontation with Sophia. Arrest attempt. Forged docs claim. Harlan arrived with original notary alive. With video proof of coercion. Closing parenthesis. Final blow. Marshals evicted them. I sold everything to Harlan, for $65 million. Gave them $200 for a month's rent. Eat cheap. They bickered on the curb as I drove away, free. Did that roller coaster leave you speechless? What do you think, was Mira's justice fair, or too harsh? Should she have shown mercy? Comment your city and thoughts below. Like if you loved it, subscribe for more empowering tales, and send a super thanks to support. Check the end screen for 2 must-watch stories. See you next time.